What is it? What is it? What is it? Manny, I've never seen you do this before. What is it? What is it, Manny? What is? Okay, so today we're going to talk about writing expressions, which is pretty much writing math out in words. Manny is moaning. He doesn't seem too excited. It's okay. And so how we do this is when I maybe say something like 2 plus m, you think of the number 2, the plus sign, and the letter m. We're going to talk about writing expressions out in word form. So, for example, here are some different words, and we are going to divide them amongst these different mathematical operations. So, more than, for example, what do you think of with more than? If I say 3 more than 2, you would think of 3 adding 2. So I'm going to go ahead and write more than right here. I'm trying so hard to write nice and neat. Okay, so we've taken care of that one. Same. It's not really a mathematical operation, but it does imply the equal sign. So 2 times x is the same as 4. So that would be 2x equals 4. Okay, divided by, that's pretty easy. X divided by 2. Okay. Quotient. That's also a word that we have been using to prepare for STAR. Quotient is another way of saying division. It's basically the answer to a division problem. Okay, greater than. What does greater than, where do you think that would go? That would also go in, oh, Manny. That would go, that's his happy noise. Oh, Manfred. That's addition. Okay. Shared equally. This one actually I had to think about for a minute. I said, what do you mean by shared equally? Well, when I'm dividing something, I'm sharing it equally. So this would be shared equally. Twice. Something is 3 twice. That's 3 times 2. So twice would be multiplication. Oh, Manfred, the sound effects. Product. That's the answer to a multiplication problem. We talked about that earlier in the year. Fewer. What do you mean by fewer? 3 fewer than x. That would mean x minus 3. In all. Where do you think in all would go? That's addition. Times. That's easy. 2 times 2. Multiplication. Why does it look like a kindergarten wrote this? Decreased by. That would be subtraction. 6 decreased by 2. Sum. We know sum means addition. Loss. Manny, these sound effects are fantastic. And is, 3 is x, 3 equals x. So that would go into there. So that's just a way to break up different words we use in the English language and to divide them amongst our mathematical operations. So there it is in handwriting that doesn't look like a 4-year-old. Okay. Moving on. So, write an algebraic expression. An example would be x plus 2 to represent the verbal representation. So, 7 more than a number. I don't know what number. I'm just going to use y. So that would be y plus 7. Okay? 9 less than p. That would be p minus 9. The difference between L12 and x, difference means subtraction. So that would be 12 minus x. The product of 4 and y, product means multiply. So that is literally just 4y. Anytime we see this, especially with the distributive property, that just means 4 times y. Z increased by 6. Increased by means added. So z plus 6. Now here we're doing the inverse, right? A verbal expression to represent the information below. So this would be m plus 19. So I could say this is m increased by 19. This could be the product. You could use lots of things for this. 7 times p. You can literally write out 7 times p. The product of 7 and p. How about for here we would do 6 decreased by c. This would be, what are my words for division? You could use quotient, divided by, shared equally. I'm going to say the quotient of j and 8. You can say j divided by 8. And remember that with these, the first goes in the box. So this would be j 8, where j is our dividend, 8 is our divisor. Remember, divisor is on the outside, visor, sun visor. Okay, and this next one would be 3 minus x. So I would just put x less than 3. And there's lots of different variations on these you can use, but here's just some examples. All right, and then the last is to turn it into an equation. An equation means adding an equal sign. Okay. So, x increased by 3 equals 5. X plus 3 equals 5. That would be how you would write out the equation. And then we all know what's happening to our x. It's being added by 3, so the opposite is subtract by 3. So we would find out x equals 2. 14, so something equals 14, is half of m. Okay? And then the difference between b and 4 is 10. So something equals 10. What equals 10? E minus 4. Okay, so these are just some examples about how we can use the written language to understand math better. I was doing some training over the weekend, and it really talked about this movement called writing across the curriculum, where students will understand each and every subject better if they are encouraged to write about it. So this is just an appropriate time to cover this topic. Okay, here comes Manfred.
Yeah, those are good. I know that.
Manny, do your tricks.
5. All right.
Oh, this good boy. Oh.
Yes. You put a baby on. Look at it.
You shake? Do you shake?
You shake. Oh,
Oh, this good.